In Kerala, at least 90 people die in a massive fire at Paravur Temple in Kollam. More than 250 people injured in the accident. The injured are being treated in hospitals. Fire broke out early this morning during temple festival involving firecrackers. In the wake of the major fire tragedy in Kerala Temple, Prime Minister Narendra Modi to visit the tragedy site. PM announces ex gratia relief of 2 lakh rupees for next of kin of the deceased, 50,000 rupees for those injured. PM speaks to Kerala Chief Minister Oommen Chandy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expresses shock over the loss of lives in a fire at a temple in Kollam. In his condolence message, Prime Minister in a tweet said, "Fire at temple in Kollam is heartrending and shocking beyond words." Offering condolences, Prime Minister said his thoughts are with the families of the deceased and prayers with the injured. Home Minister Rajnath Singh speaks to Kerala Chief Minister Oommen Chandy, who apprised him of the situation following the massive fire at a temple in Kollam. Offering his condolences to the families of those who died in the accident, Home Minister assures Kerala Chief Minister of all possible help from the centre. Ahead of tomorrow's assembly polls, Election Commission prohibits political ads in poll-bound Assam and West Bengal without prior clearance. Meanwhile, elaborate security arrangements have been made for tomorrow's second and final phase of assembly elections in Assam and second part of the first phase in West Bengal. Maldivian President Abdullah Yamin Abdul Gayoom to arrive in New Delhi on a 2-day visit to India. Gayoom will hold talks with Prime Minister Narendra Modi to ramp up bilateral cooperation and will also call upon President Pranab Mukherjee. External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj will also meet the Maldivian President. In Jammu and Kashmir, Pakistani forces resorted to heavy mortar shelling and firing in Poonch sector in the wee hours today. Defense sources said the forces from across the LOC started unprovoked firing and mortar shelling in Shahpur area of this border district around 12:30 am. The army troops guarding the border line retaliated the firing and the exchange lasted till 5 am. There is no report of any casualty or injury to anyone from the Indian side. Government releases over 12,000 crore rupees to states for MGNREGA. Fund released to take care of pending wage liability of the states. Program registered highest expenditure to the tune of 41,371 crore rupees during 2015-16. Union Shipping Minister Nitin Gadkari says that 1 crore jobs will be created under the government's ambitious Sagarmala project in the next 4 to 5 years. The program aims to promote port-led development in the country by harnessing India's 7,500 kilometer long coastline, 14,500 kilometer of potentially navigable waterways and strategic location on key international maritime trade routes. Janata Dal United will elect its new president today. The party will hold its National Council meeting in New Delhi to decide on the new chief, as 68-year-old Sharad Yadav has decided not to seek a 4th consecutive term. Yadav, who is one of the founder leaders of the party along with Nitish Kumar, has been at the helm since 2006. United Nations to observe the birth anniversary of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar for the first time next week. India's permanent mission to UN will commemorate the 125th birth anniversary of Dr. Ambedkar on Wednesday at the UN headquarters in New York, a day before his birthday, that is 14th April. India's permanent representative to UN, Syed Akbaruddin, said in a tweet that the focus on the occasion would be on combating inequalities to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. US Defense Secretary Ashton Carter arrives in India on his 3-day visit. On the invitation of Defense Minister Manohar Parrikar, Carter will first visit Goa and after 2 days will fly to New Delhi. He will meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, among others. Several projects to boost Indo-US strategic ties will be discussed during the visit. White House hopeful Bernie Sanders extended his winning streak in his bid to pull off a shock and defeat Hillary Clinton, grabbing victory in the Wyoming Democratic caucuses on Saturday, US media said. The Vermont senator won 56% of the Wyoming vote to 44% for Clinton, with most ballots counted. Paris attacks suspect Mohamed Abrini admits to being the man in the hat at Brussels airport bombing. After being confronted with results of different examinations, Abrini says he was the man police had been hunting since the bombing. In men's hockey, India will take on Canada in their 3rd round-robin match of Sultan Azlan Shah Cup at Ipoh in Malaysia today. The match will be played at 6:05 p.m. India time. India had won the opener against Japan 2-1, while it was dropped by Australia 1-5 in the second game.